Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a so don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning.
He's totally right. 99% of everybody in this audience is total moron. Oh, wait. Hi. GM, everybody. Good morning. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that we were on a hot mic there. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't mean that. That was a joke. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
GM, welcome to the
Good
GM
morning.
show. The best crypto morning news, technical analysis, and NFT show. I think we can conclusively say that, objectively say that is the case. And we are here for the long weekend alpha, says Dickenses. And yes, we are. But before we get into the alpha and the drama, let's look at gmdefi.xyz, shall we? There's not a whole lot to look at there, but you can look at it. Would you just look at it? And we do make tools. There's
Would
a
you
little
look
tool
at?
icon there. Uh-oh, I triggered him. Uh-oh, I've begun something.
I can't. When someone says that, I can't not say that. Yeah. Sorry, everyone.
We make a tool. It's called the Kimono Indicator. You'll see Matt Teo over there use it later in the show when we get to the charting section. And it's a free indicator. And, maybe like, I don't know, does it make any sense for us to wall it off like we do? Or should we just like give it away freely? I don't know. Maybe we'll think about that more some other time. Maybe that's not a meeting to have right in the middle of our show. But
I was about to say, like, maybe we should talk about it.
Like, why should I make people come send me a message? Because really, it's just a pain in the ass for me. It's free anyway. What am I doing? Maybe it's just we were maybe trying to force people to go to our Discord just to like, we're like, go join our Discord, damn it. Is that maybe what it was?
I don't know, man. I think there's a good argument just to let it out, just to let it
go.
free,
Let it free. Maybe we will. Yeah. Okay. Use the kimono, everybody. Bitcoin whales
kimono for
are now in control of 45.6% of BTC supply and continue to aggressively accumulate. Bitcoin whale strategy did not change much during recent crypto market collapse. According to data from crypto analytics agency Glassnode, Bitcoin whales, those who hold more than 1,000 BTC, are not changing their ways at the time of the current crypto market capitulation and traditionally accumulate large amounts in their wallets. These subjects act aggressively and buy 140,000 Bitcoin on average every month directly from exchanges. Such dynamics have led to a concentration of 45.6% of the total Bitcoin supply in whales' wallets, which is about 8.69 million Bitcoin. I mean, I have close to that many, but I'm not quite that. I guess I'm not a whale yet. I'm just a dolphin.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like a minnow.
I know because let me guess, because I talk about Solana now. Now I'm a minnow. That's what it is. I'm gonna take all of the flack, the Solana flack. So the whales are still in control. The market makers are in control of the market, as we always talk about the mysterious market makers. I'm sure a few of which obviously watch this show. Clearly.
Oh, yeah. Totally a market maker friendly show.
Influencer. You are not a market maker. You influence.
Everything we just said doesn't make sense.
Isn't that every day? No mass layoffs, said Bitpanda 3 weeks before axing third of their staff. So funny. Not funny. But I mean, this is just kind of what always I feel like this always happens. Like a company always will just they got to save face, right? It's like Celsius. They're like, oh yeah, everything's fine. And then the next day they're like, oh, you can't take anything out.
And it's gone.
Yeah. So the layoffs have definitely been affecting the whole industry as a whole. Also hacks have been affecting the entire space. Hackers have hijacked Anchor Gateway for Polygon and Phantom networks. Users of the two networks have been urged to use other node providers while the issue is being fixed. So wait, what just happened to the article? Is that the article? There's nothing else to this article.
Nice job. You picked a winner there.
What is this site? Oh my gosh, it took that long to get down.
What are you feeding our viewers? What kind of
theblock.co?
What kind of fake ass conspiracy bullshit news are you feeding us?
Look at this.
Freeman?
Look at this Web 2 energy right there. Anchor has suffered a DNS hijack affecting RPC endpoints for Phantom and Polygon. The hack is tricking people into revealing their wallet seed phrases, which can then be used to drain their funds, obviously. And Anchor is a node infrastructure provider for proof of stake blockchains. So this is a it sounds like a node hack, which is I don't know. I don't think it's unique, but I feel like I haven't seen these specifically a lot lately. But I've seen the private node thing that a bunch of like the alpha groups and the different projects are starting to like allow you to use their private node, which is kind of an interesting utility gimmick. Somebody asked, have you guys seen the Mad Lads NFTs? Seems interesting. Well, we will check it out in the NFT section. We'll look at the Mad Lads. Even if you are just coming here to shill that, welcome. And I hope you stick around and we will take a look at it even. So that's how much we love.
Let's check it out.
I respect a good shill. Gamers are rejoicing as crypto winter tanks. It's like we're not even, never mind. Tanks GPU prices. The gamers, because the GPUs are coming down. Yes. Dude, graphics card prices are returning back to pre-crypto boom levels as the sharp drop in Ethereum has caused mining profitability to plummet. High-end graphics processing units have tanked in value on the secondary market over the past 6 months. The falling price of Ethereum and its upcoming switch away from proof of work have contributed to the decreased demand. Rising energy costs have also hurt miner profitability, resulting in many miners selling their graphics cards to recoup costs. So yeah, it sounds like even there's maybe an influx all of a sudden of graphics cards, even in the secondary market, from miners getting out or just selling excess stock, I guess. So
yeah, man. That's interesting.
I
might have to. The prices of graphics card has been why I really haven't been mining anything because I'm not.
And here's even like a little cool chart from eBay. This is showing the average price of the RTX 3090, and you can see it really peaked out right kind of at the end of last year there, and it's just been coming down for quite a while. Yeah, it looks like almost half the price. So definitely good for gamers, bad for miners, I guess you could say.
I don't know, man. Dude, I think.
Yes, give us thy rant.
Well, it's just like your cost with your ongoing cost, right, is energy. That's it. And so it's like I think people just these mining companies, the ones that are still like moving forward, they've figured this out, right? They're going to renewables. They're having like they're using different energy resources than just plugging into the grid. You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
we are adaptable creatures.
Yeah, you gotta adapt, man. And I don't know. To me, that's good news. I might go buy myself some GPUs on that news. Not gonna lie.
Matt's gonna get into mining. He's like, yeah, they're all moving away from proof of work. I'm getting into proof of work, baby.
That is true. I mean, I wasn't going to mine Ethereum, you know what I mean? But I was going
I would hope not.
Yeah. But there's lots to mine out there. You don't have to. And there's also, you don't have to do GPU mine. There's like, helium, is it? Is that what that?
Oh, yeah. Helium token. Is that even still like, is that even still profitable? Is that
I don't know. I don't know if that's still, I have no idea.
Does it even exist anymore after the bear market? It's helium token.
I don't know. I don't know what exists anymore and what doesn't.
DApp Radar has launched industry first cross-chain token staking mechanism. I know not Yoda in the audience. He likes to use DApp Radar. So I thought this was kind of interesting news. So they have launched a cross-chain token staking mechanism focused on solving staking barriers. Let's see, which chains will it support is the real question, right? That's the question. Let's see. It will not require the use of bridge assets while allowing users to earn the same annual percentage rate for the stake tokens on different blockchains. It sounds like they've partnered with Layer 0 protocol And it doesn't say which blockchains. It says, let's see, not just EVM compatible chains. So it could actually be quite a few blockchains. I mean, even if it was all just the EVM compatible chains. So I'm looking forward to actually digging into this a little bit more and going over actually and checking out DApp Radar and seeing how this actually works. But definitely interesting. I like cross-chain stuff. I'm all about cross-chain stuff. I would love to get it to the point where we could have our cross-chain NFTs and stuff. That would be really cool. I'm not really quite sure how that would work yet because of the different types of contracts going on different chains. But I like the cross-chain stuff. I think we should be able to move around as chains evolve and grow. And you don't want your like cool NFTs stuck on some ass chain that's like just fails in the end. I don't. I want my dick butts and my poop heads on a good chain.
The future
bro.
has to be cross chain, dude, because you can't sit there and be like, oh, that's why we have so many stupid ass derivatives too, is because it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna copy pasta that whole entire project and have my version of it on this other chain, and it's just like, John, get out of it, get out of here.
Yes, get out of here, he says.
Get out of here
like
with
it.
that
Get outta here.
nonsense.
The EU has ruled that that requires stablecoin issuers to hold more reserve. EU officials agreed to the Markets in Crypto Assets law, placing crypto issuers and service providers under the EU's first crypto regulatory framework. So the rules are expected to kick in as early as 2024. So just like everything, the government does, it takes a long time to actually enact all this stuff. But it sounds like all stablecoins will fall under the supervision of the European Banking Authority, and issuers must be located in the EU. I mean, does that mean they just need an office there? Because I mean, that's not super hard if you're an exchange to just
you just
put an
gotta-
office with nobody in it. One person.
There'll just be like one crypto office that has like all
the different exchanges.
Yeah.
In one building. Stablecoin issuers are to maintain a sufficient liquidity reserve to provide holders with commission-free redemptions, according to the EU's landmark law. Stablecoins have been at the center of attention for global regulators since the Terra UST depegging incident wiped out billions of dollars. Crypto service providers will be required to identify and report transactions above 1,000 euros involving personal cryptocurrency wallets. It's funny. It's like, couldn't you just look at the blockchain? But I guess maybe they're wanting personal identification or something of who is doing these. It would probably be my guess, like KYC stuff.
Right.
So,
KYC.
yes. And that's all we've got really for right now from this. It's a little vague still on details, it looks like, but
basically they want your soul.
They want your Solana. Exactly. They really do want your Solana.
Your soul.
Oh, El Salvador. Sure.
I think I can't remember what that was.
You apparently know better than me.
I can't
El Salvador and MicroStrategy are buying more Bitcoin. They just keep doing it. They
just keep buying it.
I don't know. It's crazy. Michael Saylor, it's like, I'm not really surprised that Michael Saylor's buying more Bitcoin. I mean, I think he will buy Bitcoin until he just has nothing left, like he says, and then he will start to mortgage everything he can and take out as many loans to buy more Bitcoin. That's what he tells everybody else to do. So I'm assuming that's his strategy too. Of course, also the president of El Salvador, very bullish on Bitcoin. And it sounds like they don't really care that the price has dipped too much. They're seeing it as a way to maybe probably DCA, is I'm guessing the move here. So I think they bought it was, let's see, I saw on a different article, they said what the exact amount was that each had bought. But this article, of course, is just throwing out all kinds of crazy numbers. It's
a good accumulation point right now because, it could get, it'll get lower probably, right?
Yeah.
But, it's not going to, it's not too bad of a spot. I'm still waiting to just for a bit lower, and maybe And if it's like, oh, if I get front run and all of a sudden it starts booming, well, and I'm a little bit, and I didn't catch the exact bottom of the dip, like whatever. But
Where do
where
they
do they
get this
get
money?
this?
Well,
They
you
work
know,
to earn it. They have this like
work
work to earn thing. I don't know.
I
It's
don't know.
new.
I don't know how much work to earn Michael Saylor's really doing. I
Yeah,
don't know where Michael Saylor just pulls money
Yeah,
out of
where's
his butt.
this
I'm
Michael
not
get
really
his-
quite sure. But I know they have. But it sounds like they have
He's stacked in
480
fiat.
bits. He's got 480 bitcoins, which is
So
around 10 mil.
what did I might be an idiot here, but I don't even know what Michael Saylor did before the whole Bitcoin fame. Like, was he like part of like some
He did
other
not
giant
exist
hedge fund?
before Bitcoin. He was memed into existence
He
by
is
Bitcoin.
Satoshi. Yeah. Okay.
He's Satoshi's cousin. Facebook. I know everybody here loves Facebook. I'm sure you guys all use Facebook all the time. I use it every day. I'm on there every
I
day.
know you do, you sick freak.
No, I hate Facebook. Facebook launches
Sicko.
NFT feature for select group of US creators. So essentially kind of doing the same thing that they did on Instagram last month. They have Meta has begun the rollout of a non-fungible token feature on Facebook. The feature will be initially open to a select group of US-based creators, similar to how the company rolled out on Instagram. Zuck made a post announcing the move and also said the company is looking into augmented reality NFTs and 3D NFTs using the company's Spark AR software platform. So, yes, of course, we're going to have our 3D NFT avatars. I'm sure soon we'll all be walking around looking like monkeys and poops and dicks. And I'm going to be I just hope I can be a 3D dick butt in the metaverse, you know,
You just
and
hope you
just
could just
walk
be
around
yourself.
as a dick butt. Just be myself, flaming dick butt. And oh, Kansas is giving us the alpha right now on what happened. Who is Michael Saylor? This is like we can just say, hey, Kansas, who is Michael Saylor? And then he's like, Siri just pulls it up. Didn't matter that MicroStrategy was just a software maker that helped companies manage their inventory and customer information. Saylor had what he called the .com halo, the aura that came with being not just a business, but a revolutionary one. He became an icon to his constituencies, as he called them, the media, Wall Street, his employees. So he wasn't building a firm as much as he was building a belief system. Very culty. That's from 2002.
Dude, yeah, that's genius. We gotta take a freaking
take a page out of the Saylor book,
Yeah.
right? Well, we're making a little cult here. Don't you know? It's gonna get just more and more culty. I mean, around here.
Don't worry, everyone will get their due Kool-Aid to drink.
Yes,
at the end,
exactly. We
too.
will all drink in the end. We'll
Yeah.
all drink our Dew-Aid.
Oh, cool! This whole like morning friends earning dew. It's so cool. Little do you know.
Once the NFTs go to 0, we'll just all drink our Kool-Aid, and
we all drink the dew Kool-Aid,
and we will ascend. That's it for the news segment. That's it for the news. And while Matt gets his screen up, I'm gonna tell you guys about the nice medium roast I'm drinking this morning. Smells good, tastes good, and
Why do you go for the medium?
The crypto dick butt floor is up. Oh no! Don't FOMO me like that. God, jeez, dude.
You FOMO.
I FOMO about everything, and I just sit there and FOMO, and that's all I do is FOMO.
I think you like it. Like that's like some sick fetish of yours. Is just to like feel.
Let's not get into my
like
psychology too much right now
constant-
because I'm feeling very vulnerable
like,
right at this moment with this topic. So I don't want to go here too deep.
You like the feeling of FOMO. Like it's like some
Please
sick
stop.
pleasure
Please,
you
just
have.
Stop. I can't stop. I'm gonna have a breakdown. I'm gonna panic attack. What are we looking at? What is this,
Bro? This is daily ETH.
Gosh.
All right, we're starting with ETH now because I'm tired of Bitcoin and I don't trade Bitcoin.
Those support levels, you know.
I like trading ETH because it respects the levels. It's a respectful.
ETH's my favorite probably to trade.
It doesn't move as much as the other shitcoins, but it respects those levels.
And it moves a little more than Bitcoin, I feel like.
We are on this downtrend on a daily. right? We're in
Well,
this
like shit,
range as we will. So like this yesterday, dude, what I saw, you know what? This isn't even pulling. Where's my indicators? I'm reloading this. Um, Yesterday it behaved pretty much exactly as I thought it would. It just, it. We knew the price had to return to the. Why am I on 5 minute? I want to go 6 hour. We knew the price had to return to the 50 EMA area, close to it, right? It just needs to correct itself. So we had this quick pump yesterday, followed by a nice quick dump. We are still in this oversold area right now, so we still have this green wave going. So I've been having fun just playing in this range, right in between these levels right here, right? We're in between this fib level. A few days ago, I thought this whole range would have been up here. That plan didn't work out. So it's down here now, right? So
You
this is
think this
where our
could be
range
a
is playing.
pullback before we get a little pump?
Um, it could be. This is what I'm. The thing is that okay, 6 hours is looking good. 12 hour. What are we seeing here? I mean, 12 hour looks like VWAP's closing in. Maybe this is a bottom for a
Until
while.
at least
Let's
maybe
um
a little pump.
maybe. I mean, the thing is, it's like okay, this is I'm just
Higher
kind of bummed.
highs,
I
higher
didn't.
highs, higher highs.
Yeah, I just wish anyway,
I mean,
I
higher
wasn't
lows.
here to accumulate this level yesterday, so that's just is what it is. Sometimes you just don't make those trades. But this was so aggressive, and I would just it's coming down, still not taking the 50 EMA here on the 1 hour,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
It's just comes up, challenges it, goes above it, crashes back down, challenges it.
Yeah, not getting
Rejection,
higher highs.
challenges.
Yeah,
So, not looking so hot. We are looking like we could be getting
could get a
an
bullish
oversold signal
divergence.
on the 1 hour.
Oh no, it's not
That looked
bullish.
like that was going to be printing here with this candle here. And I really wanted to. And I was about to short when it got up here this morning, but it didn't. Right, it kind of got front and hit the 50 MA here, and it rejected. I thought maybe I'd get in a better price, and I just missed that short. But I did take a little long from this point to up there, so that was nice. But it's just playing this range, right? You don't know. I shouldn't say that. That's really bad. You don't know. You don't know the price is going to get here or back down here. You don't know. But we're in this range, so
Some people know. I know.
some people, of course, it's just like just look at this crazy movement, though. I mean, you could have had this trade 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and about 4, right? Like you could have had, oh no, 1. So yeah, I mean, you could have been trading this range, and that's some nice percentage. That's like over
Some
4
chatter.
or 5%. Yeah. So the ranges, man.
moves.
Usually markets they stay in ranges most of the time, and so you got to really try to learn to. I love the ranges.
Bounce between the
That's
levels.
my
Yeah.
favorite. Right,
Yeah,
when it's all
because they're
volatile
just
and you see
bouncing up and down between the
the
levels.
giant movements and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are
It's
the
great
scary
if
ones.
you're in the trade, but I don't trade in those. Right, I'm not
You
going to
don't
go
want to.
jump.
Yeah, you don't want
into
to pump into the or trade into the pump. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for it to settle down and find the range, and then trade within that range. Here right now, yeah. So it's looking like look that dot. It wants to print really bad. It really does, and we only have we have another hour. So, 30-minute. It has printed, right, and so we're really. This is a decent little. This looks like hey, maybe I'm not. What I don't like about it, I feel like Sailor and his so I mean we're on
I'm
this
gonna make a
trend, right?
compilation of you doing that.
So this could be an interesting trend line to say, hey, we are actually the 30-minute here. I mean, it's Friday too. I mean, this is going to be a crazy weekend. It's a long weekend. I'm not exactly sure what
Mhm.
I'm
Holiday
always wrong at
weekends.
predicting the weekends. I really am. I'm like, I think it's going to find range, and it just fucking pumps or dumps. And so, maybe I trade this weekend. Maybe I do. But I'm not. We got to get. This could break the range. I mean, look, we have this. Um, we do have a divergence here, right? We have lower lows. Momentum is, yeah, it's moving on up. So, this could be it, that we pump above this 30-minute range here, and we start bouncing off of the 50 EMA as it starts to climb up. Um, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see. Maybe this weekend we move the range up here. Maybe that's what happens. I'm not like, it looks like, hey, price could go up for sure. It does look like that on the lower time frames right now, right? We're getting these oversold signals. Um, and that thing is looking pretty gravy all the way up to the 6 hour, right? So I mean, you wanna be, the hopium here is we're going to get some higher prices today, but you have to understand where we are on the grand scale of things. And right, I would only expect higher prices for the short term right now, right? Just because it's like the daily looking really rough. 12-hour looking pretty rough. I mean, VWAP's coming in, but that money flow is still getting wider. Um, so to me, that just says price could just chud here for a little bit and dump down. Um, so I'm cautious about those, right? These kind of, the macro all says this is we're heading towards some lower prices, right?
But Matt, if everyone goes and talks to their friends and family around the barbecue about how cheap crypto is, then doesn't that factor in and to like potentially creating crypto summer? Like that's the beginning of crypto summer, right? And all our friends and family are gonna start aping in. Binance is doing the TikTok influencer thing, right? We're gonna get some liquidity, right?
So we have the monthly close that happened yesterday, and it doesn't, right? We have two giant monthly vector candles. All right. And last month was like one of the worst months for stocks, worst months for crypto. It's just been a real shit month. Okay. Um, what what will this month bring? Right? What will be like, do you think what on this chart says to me that we're gonna start turning around right now? Anything? Does anything look like that
I'd have to see like a little probably
on the
longer data on
macro?
there, but no. I mean,
Yeah,
nothing obvious
Ether
yet.
kind of sucks on the buy bit here. But yeah, man,
Yeah, and I mean, I saw a tweet this morning that I'll maybe put up, or here I'll just show real quick. This 1-year returns, and this is shows that the whole market in the past year has been real turd, shall we say? So
right.
I think part of the question of when will it bottom out, when is the bottom, do we go back up, is partially a question of when does the market itself start to recover and go back up. And that's when you get to the
Right.
answers that you don't like.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because right now this is starting to look like short. Well, like what am I? I'm on ETH 1 hour right now. That remember how we were just looking, we're like, oh wow, we're gonna get an oversold signal. No, we're just playing this range, guys. We're just playing this range right now.
Well, and
And
I've
I would
learned that
say,
like every time I think it can't possibly go down further, it always has. So that's why I've stopped thinking that. And every time I find that thought in my head, I let it go, like I'm meditating,
yes,
right? Just let that thought go
that's very
because
true. That's
It's
true.
not. It's not.
You
You don't. You don't know now.
you don't know.
I remember
You
when we
have
were
to
up at
understand.
60,000. I was like, "Oh, we're never gonna go back down into the 20s." I was
Everyone,
such an
yeah,
idiot.
you can't.
I've learned
So
a lot in
when you're
3 months.
trading, you flow like water, right? You can't sit here and predict what you think is gonna happen. You just have to watch the charts and follow your rules. If you follow your rules on trading, you know, and you have just find a winning strat, and all that is that a strategy that you back test that wins the majority of the time, and you follow your rules, you follow your strat, you stay disciplined, and you're gonna be just fine. You're not gonna win every trade. You might your strat actually might lose the majority of the time, but if you're
Yeah.
using proper
Good
risk
risk
management,
management.
you'll come out with
Yeah.
with profits.
Yep.
So it's
It's weird.
really
It's
it's
weird, but
it's
if you understand risk management, it really helps you
that's
when you're
key,
trading.
yeah. So like
And the
right
other
now,
thing I think about the price,
look
you
at
know, like
this.
when we were up in the 60,000s, I also think, think about how inflated that price was because of all the massive over leveraged positions too, that are now getting liquidated. And we're seeing like Three Arrows Capital and all these giants that were just way over leveraged getting, destroyed. And I think that's also part of why that price was so high and then came down so quick, because
Dude,
we have so many people that are really over leveraged.
I'm thinking about just putting a short right now. I mean, just seriously, okay, just look at this chart, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now we
Mhm.
have this is Ethereum 30-minute. From this point here, the last kind of like high area over here, right? We come down. Looks like we're forming a decent W pattern here. But we failed to clear this, and it's the 30-minute clear
Yeah.
rejection here off the
And
200
then
moving
lower
average.
lows. Yeah. And then lower lows.
It
Yeah.
looks like,
Or
right?
lower
It looks
highs. I
like,
mean,
hey,
sorry.
we could
Lower
be
highs.
bouncing off of the 50 EMA, but then we sink below it. Now we're like, hey, maybe we could get above it again. And now it looks
Not.
like
Yeah.
it's
That's true.
not beating this trend right now. And
Yeah. It's
so
pretty weak pump.
dude, it's just it's looking like it. Look, it goes one, drops one level,
Mhm.
2 level.
Yeah. It just keeps going downward. Yeah.
Where's the next levels? You know what I mean?
It's down there.
Yeah.
Now the market will pump. In 10 minutes, it will now start to pump giant green dildo to the moon.
Again, there are indications that say local short-term pumps could definitely happen. Probably will stay within the range here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we'll get back up here to the 1080 part again. At least, well, like, see, we had a nice wick up close to it, but not doing so hot. Not doing so hot. So I'm really looking at this, and this is like looking like some shorty behavior right now. Just because it's like look at that, it challenges, and it's looking like a clean rejection off of the trend. 5-minute is pointing this red dot. So yeah, it's oh man, I'm gonna be bummed I didn't just take this short. I'm telling you.
Okay, well, I guess we should probably go to intermission because Matt has to put in a trade. I'm just kidding. Any other? Let's do Ape Watch here. Yeah.
Ape Watch.
Oh
All
wow,
right.
it's really formed a strong
Dude.
support down there. I mean, at least on whatever time frame you were just on.
That was 5-minute.
Oh well, never mind then.
So I'm really looking at Ape. I'm like, dude, Ape, come on down back to this point of control down here, where a lot of price action was. Maybe we don't make it all the way there, right? That's why these fib levels are awesome, because this is where we could be maybe getting a bounce is around like $4 area, just under it. It does look like this. We just got this overbought signal on the daily 6-hour. Looks like we could be getting an oversold signal. But it's these have been kind of weak lately, so I'm not too confident of that on the 6-hour. Here, right? See, this is
We're
what
fubbing the
happens.
pump.
This is well, the 4-hour here has been like this like since yesterday afternoon, but it's just staying within this range. And so what happens a lot of times, right? You see these and it just kind of stays for a little bit and then it makes the next move down. 1 hour is getting an oversold signal. So we could be just seeing maybe we get up to the tops of this range again. But again, here on the 1 hour, you gotta overcome, just these little trends here that it's having a hard time getting over. It's gonna test this level again. Will it hold this time? Right? It's already tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. How long will this hold? You could obviously see here a wedge kind of happening here, right? Sorry, I should bring that down a bit. There. So it's just been playing in this wedge, right? This range, but it's also trapped in this wedge. I mean, I would imagine it's gonna break down from that. I'd imagine so. So that's what I'm seeing here on Ape. Everything. So I just don't. I think on a lot of these tokens too, we really like Ethereum is on this list of where we haven't really reached like a capitulation level, like of just we need and Bitcoin has seen it. So a lot of these other tokens, I think, kind of need to see that before we are like the bottoms in. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Every day I wake up and pray for the bottom.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Are you gonna buy the bottom now?
No. Remember, I'm gonna FOMO.
Are you gonna?
I'm gonna FOMO from the outside.
Even if you thought it's the bottom, would you buy it?
No, I would FOMO. You know this. I would just sit there and FOMO about it and complain later how I didn't buy the bottom.
Yeah, I know.
IMO. That's what I do. If you haven't figured it out yet. Okay, we're gonna hit the intermission. So go get some coffee. Don't close the tab, because we'll be right back. And we got
I'm gonna get some coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Go get some coffee. Don't close the tab, and then we'll be back. We got NFT stuff to talk about. So always a fun time. See you guys in a couple minutes.
Is rising. Some people might measure those in Fahrenheit, but I choose to measure it in Celsius.
2 weeks later.
Guys, I am pissed. I respected Alex Mashinsky. I respected Celsius. $3 million we have on that platform. It sounded so good. And I will tell you this, there were plenty of people that were warning about this over the last couple of months. And I had the rose-colored glasses on because I believed in Alex and I believed in what they were doing. I was wrong. And you would think that Alex Mashinsky would be smart enough to know that you can't take people's secure assets and make risky investments on DeFi projects and products and platforms and protocols and it be safe. And they just didn't stop. They didn't read the tea leaves. It's just numbers on a screen. It's not real. There's no money backing those numbers. It's insolvent. And they've known about this now for months. And so there are people that are going to be losing money due to the fact they trusted Celsius the same way we did. This man deserves to go to prison. I will tell you that right now. With the billions of dollars lost, how many lives are going to be lost? People committing suicide because they have their life savings on here. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Your life is worth it. But I have to be naive to believe that's not a reality for a lot of people.
They just hate you because you're an annoying, fucking pretentious prick who tries to pretend you know something that you don't. And if it does go up, you're gonna come back and go, yeah, I fucking told you. And that's why people want to see crypto fail. Not because they want to see crypto fail, they want to see you fail.
Hello, morning dew, with the brightness of sunshine and a refreshing taste that's right for you. It's fresh as sunrise. It feels like sunshine, refreshing as morning, the morning dew. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, friends. Good morning, morning dew.
Morning dew, a totally different type of water from a totally different world. Start your day off right with refreshing morning dew.
Guess who's back? Stick.
Welcome to Crypto ASMR. Triggers for the next bull run. What's that? That's you, genius trader. Buying low and selling high. Never over leverage. Hear that? That's the promise of decentralization and generational wealth. Because you bought the right monkey JPEGs.
I like it when you move your booty from the like it when you switch it up now.
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
Well, Fugazi, it's fake.
Yeah, fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's not fucking real.
Right?
All right? Stay with me. We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
For watching GMTV.
Thank you guys for watching, and thanks for sticking with us. Please like, subscribe to the show, share it with your BFFs, your moms, your dads, your brothers, your sisters, and let's get into some NFTs, shall we? Real quick, want to just which desk head is in the Discords and streams chatting? I don't know. There might be one in here. The Toxic Skulls are getting locked up in their chambers now. So this is essentially, and Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the staking mechanism for the Toxic Skulls. And I will be interested to see what this radioactive nuclear in 30 days thing does. I mean, are we getting like essentially, are we going to get like the mutant Toxic Skulls? Is that what
it doesn't seem like it? It's mostly it's all kinds of rewards, dude. It's like they'll hook you up with like airdrops. You might get some, like you might win like whitelist spots, join an alpha group.
So
Things
it's
like
leveling.
that.
It's kind of like leveling. Cool.
Yes, it just keeps and the kind of cool thing about this is it doesn't leave your wallet when you stake it, so it just kind of hold on to it in your wallet.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so I'm planning on throwing my skull in there today.
Yeah, I see this leveling kind of systems that a lot of projects are doing right now, and you know, I think that's being incorporated now into a lot of things. But yeah, so that's happening over at Toxic Skulls. We'll look at the price. I'll be curious to see if anything has happened with the price of Toxic Skulls because of this, and it'll be really interesting to check that out. The other thing that I actually saw Dickenza's brought up too in the chat during the intermission is the Doodles auction. The Doodles had this Genesis box auction, and you know, actually a lot of people are saying this here. I mean, this is a great tweet. It was a great experience. And I think that I saw another tweet that said that this is probably going to be kind of a standard that a lot of projects start to integrate. And now here's the thing. I don't know anything about the Doodles auction. I don't know what happened at all. Maybe Matt knows more. I'm not sure, but I'm going to actually look more into it because I was kind of just, you know, it's like, I don't know how sometimes I miss major things going on, even though I'm just like on Twitter all day. I must not follow anybody important. It's just shit posters. Like I just get shit posts all day. I don't actually get real NFT news. It's like, oh, what's going on with wholesome NFT projects? I have no idea because I just follow a bunch of degen shit posters.
So like these boxes is basically just kind of have like different kind of accessories for your doodles.
Yes,
is what it
right.
would be.
I knew that. I was just trying to figure out what the mechanism was of the auction. That's kind of what I was trying to
I
figure
don't
out.
know. I didn't even try, dude. I don't got a doodle.
The bucket.
They are one of my favorite projects. Maybe I get a doodle. How much is it's expensive? Huh? What the fuck is the ETH for on that?
It's somebody here said a correct Dutch auction is what somebody's called it. So I think this will be interesting to see. I'm going to actually do a little more research into actually what happened there, just because I'm always interested in new minting strategies, new auction strategies. Exactly, Dior NFA. Exactly, Kansas. But bad time to get a doodle, he says. They're maybe moving to Flow. Okay, I heard that too in a Spaces yesterday. What the heck is going on? So Doodles 2, is Doodles 2 going to be on a different blockchain? I'm confused about what's going on. Or is it cross blockchain? I barely know anything about Flow at all. So there's something going on there for sure. And I do think the price of the boxes maybe went down a little bit under the price of mint. I'm not totally sure. Again, I don't know anything about Doodles because I'm not in the Doodle sphere. But, I think Doodles too, they want to like expand, obviously, their holders, get some new energy, some more liquidity into there. And I think they're targeting the wholesome NFT crowd. It's like, this is one of the most wholesome NFTs you could get into, right? Don't you think, man?
Yeah, there's wholesome people in this area.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not connected.
Am I not wholesome?
No, you're not wholesome. I mean, did you know what was going on with Doodles? I think that's the gauge, right? If you knew what was going on with Doodles, you're kind of wholesome. Which means Dickenson might actually be more wholesome than he thinks because he brought it up.
Well, Doodles are operating on a whole nother level than most projects. They got like legit like team members, CEOs, and like
that's what I'm saying. It's like
behind it.
It's like they got their stuff together, and they're definitely. I mean, they're one of the big projects, right? The top, I would say, top projects as far as just like a good example of an NFT project right now. Doodle shows, comics, etc. Good for the creators, questionable for holders. Well, I mean, it's always good for the creators, right? With an NFT project. And it seems always questionable for the holders. I mean, it's constantly, I hear in Spaces, everybody's just arguing about whether the utilities are good or whether something's a rug or whether the creator is a rugger or, the question is always how are the holders getting screwed and how much are the creators bagging, right? So I just want to take a look at some of the things that are trending on the trending list. This freaking Wizards, man, is still trending. I think the
you and the FOMO.
No, I don't want these. There was sketchery around them. Their mint sucked. I don't want anything to do with these Wizards. I just think it's astonishing to me that it's still as high as it is. Let's just look at that chart real quick. Just want to look at the floor price. Well, you can tell everybody must be just offloading at this point. I think I would say Wizards is dead. Of course, I'll say that, and it's going to get a resurgence. This is probably the best time to buy a Wizard NFA, but I think they're dead. And we got the Monkeys official. These are a new. I think this is a new free mint that I did not know about, and these are trending. People are taking their sweet 0.00 floor price exit liquidity. It's another free mint that just is like exit liquidity and gone.
Why
there's a lot of these now. I don't know. Every day I think there's a new one of these, and I even think,
why are we showing this? What is this?
Because
why are you showing this?
Because the other question I have is, I saw one that came out yesterday too, which I heard was stolen art. So there's a lot of these flash in the pan free mint projects that I just think a large majority of them are going to not stick around. You got the
Absolutely
Possessed,
not.
dude. The Possessed. This project, the floor price was so astronomical on these at 0.89. I just couldn't believe it. I was looking at these and I love how they're all called test
I
subject.
remember.
And I was just like, man, you literally are really a
We
test
covered this
subject,
one.
aren't
Didn't
you?
we do GM scores on this one?
Oh yeah, yeah. And well, I liked this one and I wanted to mint it, but the whitelist grind was so hardcore that I just wasn't with it. So I wasn't passionate enough about it. But yeah, I mean, the fact that that floor price yesterday rocketed up before even reveal. So, you know, people who sold it at 0.89, I definitely applaud you. And you know, and the floor price has since kind of stabilized down here more around 0.59. I'll be interested to see, you know, if we get a post reveal dump or bump off of this project, but there's a lot of fervor on this. I mean, the volume in the past day is 2,259 ETH. So a lot of hype around the Possessed. Let's look at what else we got here is just as far as the top projects. Trending. You know, Moon Pepe's still somehow on the board. You got the Genesis box. It looks like that Genesis box has, the price has been pretty wild with this one, actually. Just interesting. I don't know if, is that the real? Yeah, maybe that is the real thing. Let's look at Dickensis also said crypto dick butts was floor price is going up. Here's where we are right now. A lot of beautiful crypto dick butts for sale. Gotta say, I'm always tempted by the CDBs. Let's see. Moon Keys. Clever Dickensis says we have to remember that NFTs are attracting the trad flipper crowd who sell things on eBay for $20 plus. Yeah, I mean, that is, you know, if you can get into these alpha groups, right, and then you can be you can see which ones they're gonna pump, the free mints, and then you can get on the whitelist for it with the alpha group, and then you all mint it for free, and then you go and take your exit liquidity for $10 to $50, right? And you just do this every day, and it's a grind, right? That's just the flip grind. And I agree. It's ruining it for the rest of us here. Yeah, I'm just over it. I'm totally over it. So yeah, but again, Dickensis, you are echoing everything I'm thinking. Here for the tech and art, so what do I care? Yeah, I'm still here for everything. I'm just kind of starting to ignore and tune out more of those free mint projects a lot more. You know, just caring less and less about the free mint projects. Let's go look at Toxic Skulls. I want to see what's happening with their floor price. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to do it on the gem.
Trending up
because I did see that Gems has analytics that I just hadn't noticed before. They have an analytics tab. Now, sometimes it doesn't seem to load for me, though, because I don't know why. I turned everything on. No, okay, it's not going to load for me. Guess I'm not going to do it there. They have some kind of cool, unique analytics over there when it does load. Floor price 0.3. Yeah, so the floor price is trending up. We definitely have an upward trend on that floor price. I want to see how many blue chip holders you got over there in Toxic Skulls. 6%. It's not too bad. I mean, a lot of those other deed holders in Toxic Skulls.
Yeah, dude, Toxic Skulls gets overlooked a lot. I know
it really is. I think it's definitely overlooked. And I mean, it'd be nice to see what's next, right? And maybe it'll get a well-deserved bump. Still one of my just favorite as far as PFP artwork goes. You know, in recent time, this is definitely still one of my favorites this year, I guess you could say. What else? I've been charting on. I know, guys. I'm sorry. Now, I want to give Lettuce a shout out in the Discord because he introduced me to Bridger. Before I go show you some stuff, Bridger is it's private, so it's a private tool for NFT analysis. But this one is bringing the charts that I want for the Ethereum ecosystem. They have the trading charts for the ETH NFTs. So I'm gonna they partnered with like a couple different projects. So if you own one of the NFTs from those projects, you can get access to these tools. So I'm gonna find out what those projects are. I know one of them, I think Lettuce said, was the Just Cubes, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to test this one out, and maybe next week I'll be able to show you guys some of these charts. And I really want to chart ETH NFTs because a lot of them have enough data to actually be able to see like on 200 EMA and stuff. And I just want to show real quick just to kind of show you essentially NFTs using these TradingView charts and why I'm just loving the ability to use charts on NFTs. Here's one that I did yesterday, and I tweeted about this one again. I looked at the sets on Crec, which is a Solana NFT project. I know everybody chill out. And I, of course, had to add my own indicators here in order to be able to see what I wanted to see. This is what's frustrating about all these, is that you have to add your indicators back every time. So I'm just going to give a 50 and a 200 period here and get my RSI up. Now, I called the top of this price right here at the very top here. And the reason I was saying this was because we had mostly it was because we were really overextended here on the RSI. And we had also reached this was a resistance level on a couple of different areas on the chart. So I was just kind of pointing out that, man, it's really overbought on the RSI. And, you know, it's up against a resistance, and it's probably not going to break this. But if it did, it would then go to 59, because that's the next level of resistance on this price structure here. So again, just showing how like you can use, even though you don't have a lot of volume on necessarily some of these projects, you can chart these NFT projects, I feel like. And the more I do it, the more I feel confident that with some experimentation, you can find ways to chart these. And I think almost in some ways, they're more predictable than even like cryptocurrencies, because it's kind of like everyone just, you know, they just wait for a dip and then they buy kind of thing, you know.
Well, people aren't like over leveraged and
that too,
and shit like that. You know, it's not like you're not having someone borrowing, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of crypto and then getting it totally liquidated in minutes, kind of thing. You know, you just have a lot less volatility. It's like trading in spot is what it kind of is like. You know, you can't short it, you can't manipulate it as much. And you know, it's really clearly, you know, it's all really low cap. I mean, there aren't tokens out there with only 10,000 tokens, you know what I mean? These are all really low cap. Yep. And you have, you know, usually a small amount of actual owners. So it just makes it does make it a lot more simpler to be able to kind of chart out like that.
Yeah, the trends are just a little simpler. I mean, the only downside is the lack of long-term data on a lot of these projects. So like a 250 are rarely going to actually work. You know, I've been like doing a 30 and a 50 sometimes, or a 50 and 100, or, you know, just experimenting with different like EMA lengths. You know, what's interesting here is like on this Primates project, this could be, you know, kind of near a bottom of the price for this project. It got down to this pretty much critical support level. You can see here across the board, that's pretty much support. And, you know, this 30 has been below the 50 for a long time during this whole downtrend. And the 30 just popped back up above. The price is up here. I think the price is challenging a level. Yeah, I mean, it could be a good time to buy potentially, and your RSI is not overbought yet. So it's just interesting to start charting NFTs. I mean, I just kind of like it's really fascinating to me, and that's why I'm gonna get that Bridger, man. I really want to see some ETH NFT charts. It gets me excited. So Nobzo, who's Nobzo? Nobzo's coming in on Twitch,
bro.
Welcome, Nobzo, over at Twitch.
This is crypto and NFT
Cryptos,
alpha
NFTs.
talk.
And also check us out on YouTube, Nobzo, because there's more people over in the chat on YouTube. So check that out too. But welcome. Lettuce with the Tools Alpha. Yes, Lettuce always. He's like me. He's a little crazy like me, where he likes to just experiment with lots of tools. I can tell because he's got like a bunch of different tools that he's in, and I start to join the discords of these tools, and I see Lettuce talking in there. But he was cheesing in the Discord for Bridger, saying it was his favorite tool and stuff. So he's definitely gargling the over there in their Discord. So that's my family friendly way of saying it. Sometimes I wonder if we should have like an uncensored show, like after show, that's only in the Discord or something, or later in the day or something, where we can actually express ourselves fully. I have like a trapped DGen that just is trapped by the YouTube rules inside of me.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
I realized that I don't actually have Tourette's because I'm able to control it throughout this show for the most part. So it really is just that I'm actually a DGen in real life. This show is helping me realize that.
Man. I think, just embrace it,
Just embrace it. I'm not even going to tell you guys to go get this pre-mint spot for witches, because this is just like another Wizards thing. I just pulled this up because I thought, if you really want to get in on a stupid free mint,
I'm just showing you something really stupid.
Here you can go. You can go get
if
on.
I saw it, you had to see it.
The stupid witches pre-mint. If you want to try to, get your $5 exit liquidity from this free mint. Oh, gosh, it makes me shudder. You have any projects you want to show us, Matt? Oh my gosh, the Kansas is on Twitch now. Oh no.
Yeah, I know, that's what's scary.
What is going on? We
can't
switch over to Twitch. Oh no.
We've always been on Twitch, really. It's just
we have been on Twitch the whole time. We're also on Twitter. So everybody who's on Twitter too, like more people watch this show on Twitter usually. You guys need to come over to YouTube. Like, get over here. This is where the chat's going on. But now Kansas is just gonna go raid the Twitch. I hope Kansas has both open actually at the same time and is chatting on both just to get us that engagement. So I hope Twitter stinks because there's no interaction. I know. So I'm like, get over here, you Twitter people. Maybe at the beginning of the show, we should start saying, if you're watching this on Twitter, GTFO over to YouTube. So,
yeah. I mean, the thing is that most people, anyways, we don't need to get into the whole.
Let's not get into the psychology of our little.
And as far as projects, Freeman, I don't have anything right now. I've been staring at charts.
Yeah, I know you've been on the 1 minute bull.
I've been staring at charts, and yesterday I was busy all day. I didn't have time to look up anything. So
good. I forgive you.
I do have that stupid ass Magic Eden tab.
I was just gonna look at Magic Eden actually, because yesterday they launched Degen Town launched, which was the long hyped Magic Eden and in Solana ecosystem. This was kind of hyped, the Degen Town, but it was also kind of hated on because people were saying it was just an obvious rug, but it was being hyped a lot by Magic Eden themselves too.
And
you can see it's the #1 collection. This minted for 3 SOL, and I will tell you, I stared at it. I almost bought one of these, and I just was like, 3 SOL. I'm just not going to do it. Well, now it's 5.79, and even got up to 6. So yeah, I should have bought it.
Yep, there you go, Freeman. Well, no, because then you wouldn't have FOMO. You wouldn't have FOMO if you bought it.
I FOMO'd again. And I mean, it was as high as 7 SOL. This was selling for 7 SOL. So I mean, you could have easily made pretty good, nice little healthy profit there if you had gotten in on Degen Town. But they have some. What's on the launch pad over there? You got Scar City. This one is live. This one's been minting for like 2 days or something. Oh, maybe it minted out finally. I don't know. It doesn't.
Scar City.
You got Mystical Masks.
I feel like that should be.
It's Arcana. Looks kind of cool.
Anyway,
is that a weed? Is that a weed plant in there? I think so. Okay, well that one's got a weed plant. It's selling for 4.
Apparently, Freeman, you have us listed in Twitch in the wrong segment. We're in talk shows and podcasts instead of crypto.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a crypto setting. I mean, category. I don't even know how we even did that. because I think we created that Twitch account and then never logged in again. So thank you for cleaning house over there, DeKenzas. Thank you for getting.
And DeKenzas has a good question. I like this top. I like this question here. It's
Yeah, what are we
Monday.
doing on Monday,
You're
right?
grilling some burgers and some dogs. What are you going to tell your uncle to buy?
I'm gonna tell him to go buy. I'm just gonna
Sorry,
say this to
wieners.
piss. I'm gonna piss everybody off. Ready?
You're gonna say
I'm
something.
gonna tell him to go to Magic Eden.
Oh.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just. I finally got him to full tilt. He finally fully tilted and walked off set. We finally got him to walk off set. It took 101 shows to finally piss my co-host enough that he couldn't speak to me even anymore. So that's it. But now, Matt, are we gonna have a show on Monday? Are we gonna be here Monday? This is now the next thing we need to address. Or are we taking Monday out?
Markets are closed. I mean, dude, yeah, you and I will be here.
Well,
Fucking
I mean,
Monday.
I will physically be here, yes. So maybe, yeah, okay, we'll do a show. Who knows how great it'll be because the markets are closed. But you know, something will happen inevitably over the weekend, so we can just talk shit about whatever happened on the weekend. Talk shit about all the NFT
you know,
projects.
we'll come in and hang out, and then we'll go barbecue or something.
Yeah, something. Maybe, yeah. I'll go light off some fireworks, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna roll the rock music so that we can get out of here.
Yeah.
It's the only way for us to exit. But thank you guys for joining us, and have a great weekend. And
It's
we'll
fun.
be back here Monday.
Good morning.
It's always fun with these dweebs. GM, everybody. GM.